Transcription is what happens first, where a DNA strand unzips and RNA polymerase copies a DNA strand and translates the DNA nucleotide pairs to produce mRNA nucleotide base pairs, creating messenger RNA, which then moves to the ribosome. Then, in translation, tRNA-carrying anticodons bring amino acids to the ribosome, and there the mRNA codons match up. The chain of amino acids forms a polypeptide protein.
What is gel electrophoresis? It is a process where DNA is separated based on length to be analyzed in a gel-like substance. The first step is to extract DNA from a cell. The second step is to cut DNA. In order to cut DNA, you need to use a restriction enzyme that cuts the DNA into different lengths based on what it's programmed to be cut at. In order to analyze the DNA, you need to amplify it using PCR or polymerase chain reaction. The next step is to insert the DNA into the gel where an electric current is present. The further the DNA travels from the entry site, the shorter the length is. Here's an example of how gel electrophoresis was used to see whose hair was found at the crime scene. As you can see, suspect C was a match.
Who killed Anna? We have reasons to believe that Eric could have somehow killed Anna. He could have poisoned her, sabotaged her at work, or hired someone to kill her. Anna had a weird note with his fingerprints on it saying, "See you later." His hair was also found at the scene and he had no apparent reason to be there that day. They also had a fight the day prior and she seemed to be ignoring him.
What does HIPAA stand for? HIPAA stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. HIPAA is a federal law that safeguards patients' medical and personal information that was passed in 1996. An example of this is Anna's medical records were not available at first because they were protected by HIPAA. Who can have access and will likely need your information? Healthcare providers need your information to treat you, insurance companies are in charge of your bills, and public health agencies need to protect the public's health. Also, law enforcement agencies can only access with a warrant, and friends and family can only access with your permission.